Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be a Homeworx haul. I will go ahead and let you guys know that I do plan on discussing the whole kind of PR nightmare, seems like a nightmare, kind of drama that has occurred. Just my own opinions on that. Skip through if you don't want to hear that. I will say that I am not someone who's opposed to people getting PR. I really don't care. I know that I've seen some videos of people getting concerned that the candle and wax world will go the way of the beauty community. I mean, I don't know that that's the case. I mean, could that happen? Yeah, for sure. There's lots of dishonest people in every group. But, I don't know if I feel that it will go that way. I will say that I bought all of my purchases before all of this occurred. I think it really got set off when the people started receiving the TSV, because lots of people received it and gave their opinions on it. I watch lots of YouTubers who did receive PR. I also am subscribed and watch lots of YouTubers who did not receive PR and purchased the candles as a customer the same way I did. And I will say I've noticed, at least with one set, I have not burned any of these except for one set, my cranberry pumpkin cake. I did start burning one of those candles. And I have noticed a little bit of a discrepancy between what I was seeing from people who received those candles for PR versus those who didn't. Also, you know, if you're a part of any candle groups, you will always get info. You will get people's opinions. I actually think candle groups are a better way to kind of decipher between, you know, the truth and kind of the BS, because a lot of people in the candle groups don't make videos, but they do go on there and talk about, you know, how things are burning, how things are smelling, all of that. So again, it's not a big deal to me, but that's because I feel like in my mind, I can kind of sift through who's kind of feeding me a load and who's telling me the truth. Candles that I'm interested in, in all honesty, I'm probably going to buy anyway, because scent is such a subjective thing. Everyone's not going to like the same thing. And in all honesty, some scents aren't going to smell the same to some people, to be completely honest. I've bought lots of like Bath & Body Works candles and then not thought they smelled the same as someone who I trust on YouTube. So, I mean, that happens. And I feel like if it's something I'm really interested in, a crappy review is probably not going to deter me from trying it on my own. But I would just say to do your due diligence and make sure that, you know, the people who you watch, or if you are completely going off of someone's review, you know, really try to pick it apart, to be honest. Look for other opinions. And if you really just don't trust people who get candle PR, then, I mean, I guess you won't buy any Homeworx candles, because, I mean, lots of people are getting Homeworx PR, so it just kind of is what it is. It's a part of the, you know, the world we live in now and the way that business is advertised to their consumers. So, anyhow, that's my little spiel on that. I am not going to harp on it. Lots of people already have. But I hope that, my hope is that everything can just kind of get back to normal. Like, seriously, it's not that deep. It's just candles. So, the first set I picked up was the Fall TSV. I held out for a really long time with the Homeworx candles, not for any particular reason, but there just wasn't anything that really spoke to me that I felt like, oh, I really must have this. And I honestly knew if anything was going to get me, it was going to be the fall scents, because if you've watched my videos for any amount of time, you know that I've talked about how much I love fall scents. Winter's still my favorite season, but the scents of fall are just what I love. I've talked about how I always overbuy fall wax. And so it got me. That's what finally got me to buy some Homeworx candles. Not to mention the fact that the TSV was really great for 3 candles. I can't remember what the price was, but I just remember it being really great for 3 candles. And I believe it was free shipping too. So I went ahead and picked them up. Now, when I first got my box, I opened it up, and the first thing I will say to you is that first impressions are everything. These candles were beautiful. When you see them on YouTube and people holding them, and, you know, you really don't get it until you open a box and see them. They're so substantial. They're so pretty. They're unlike anything I've seen before, and, like, they're showstoppers. The attention to detail, one of mine did come with a little bit of a, yeah, this one here. I don't know if you guys can see that because my camera is not going to focus like it's supposed to. But yeah, this one came with like a little crinkle in the label. But I mean, for the most part, everything came really nice. And it looked, everything just looked so beautiful. I couldn't believe how huge they were, how pretty they were. So I was very impressed on my first impression. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the pumpkin caramel corn. So this one is this pretty bright orange wax. The kind of brushed gold lids that these come with. The notes on this one are buttery crackle caramel, pumpkin spice, fresh popcorn, and uh-oh, why did that do that? You can see down here that it says made in Vietnam. And this was kind of something people were kind of losing it over. I guess people thought that they were supposed to be made in the U.S. And Harry actually got on a Facebook group and said that he uses 2 factories. And the one in Vietnam is one he trusts and has worked with a really long time. It really doesn't bother me that much. Then the top comes with... I'm trying to not get this to reflect me. It comes with this part, which kind of holds all of the wicks in place. And then it also comes with a dust cover. I'm trying to find the little piece to pull it out. I can't find it. There, yeah. So it comes with the dust cover as well. And then that's what it looks like on the inside. To me, the wax feels softer than other wax that I've used. Or candle wax that I've melted. The wicks, as you can see, there's 4. And everyone knows he switched to 4 because of complaints about the amount of time it took for these to pull out. This one smells really good. A lot of the reviews I saw said that this one is crazy strong, like will fill up your house. It's very popcorny, I will say that, and it's very buttery. And in all honesty, I feel like I get the caramel and then the pumpkin spice. So the pumpkin spice to me is kind of like an undertone, whereas the caramel really stands out. Which makes sense because it's caramel, but I think it smells good. For me, it's not too popcorny. Like, I don't like popcorn that much. And really, this reminds me of, like, what is it? I just melted it, too. It'll be in my empties. Is it something Boardwalk from Bath & Body Works? It kind of reminds me of that if you added an apple note to it. So, I really like that one, and this one smells really strong on cold. The next one is this one, and this is probably the one I was most concerned about. Autumn Pine Cone. So let me get all this stuff off of here. So the notes on this one are fallen pine cones, red oak, fresh eucalyptus, and juniper berry. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, my autofocus is like acting crazy. There we go. And this is a nice, pretty, almost like cocoa colored wax. It's not even like a dark brown. And the wicks are really, really nice on this as well. You can see, again, it's kind of this argyle pattern with the brown on there. And this is the one I was most worried about, but it's really not that bad. Of all of them, this, of course, is the most outdoorsy. It has a little bit of a masculine note to it. But I think it's the berry in this or something that just helps. It really sweetens it up and makes it not too, it's not too much. This is one, I think it smells really strong too. This is one I would probably melt in like my living room because it's all open down here. And so I would not want this like in full force, like in my bedroom. I think it would be too much for me. So that is Autumn Pine Cone. Just set these over to the side here. And then the last one in this set, which is my favorite, is Harvest Leaves. And I think this is one that's been out before. If I recall correctly, it I think it came out last year, but it had one of the one of these types of labels, like the drawing or whatever. This one is so nice. So Harvest Leaves is spiced pumpkin, mandarin, cranberry, fir blossom, and applewood. This one is so good. So you definitely get all the tree scents, but you get that tart cranberry, tart mandarin scent, and you get the apple. It's all blended so nicely. To me, this is like perfect for transitioning from like November to December because it leans a little bit Christmassy to me. It really does. I honestly think if you added like a touch of cinnamon to this, it would be like perfect. I love that he put orange in this candle. It's just so good. It's like a fruity pine tree, fruity Christmas tree type scent, and I really like it. So this one is my favorite of the bunch. Pumpkin Caramel Corn is probably my second, and then Autumn Pine Cone is going to come in third. The next ones I'm going to talk about are the, what are these? Town and Country or something? Oh, Townhouse Collection. So these, I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick up. This is not really my aesthetic or what I go for. It's very beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous, but it's just not really my thing. But in all honesty, I'm not really buying the candle for the vessel that it's in. I'm buying it for the wax. And both of these scents sounded amazing, and so I wanted to get them. I think these are, let me get the little dust covers off of here. I think that these are the same size. Is it 14.5 that they are? No, 18 ounce. Oh my gosh, what am I talking about? They're 18 ounces. So that's what this one looks like on the inside. This one is Country Apple Butter. The scent notes on here are caramel apple, sweet vanilla, and toasted nut. And then these, you've probably already seen. I think you turn this upside down. This can sit on top. So you have a functional lid for the candle, which is nice. You don't see that a lot. This smells really good. It's a little bit light in my opinion, especially for it to be an apple butter type of scent. Like, I feel like I really have to put my face in it to smell it. It's definitely a buttery apple. I definitely get the nuttiness too. I don't know. This isn't reminding me of like caramel apple. For me, there's like a butteriness to this. And I know it says apple butter, but that's not one of the scent notes. So I don't know. It smells good. It's just really light on cold right now. So, yeah. These are really stunning, though. They're so pretty. So, again, these candles are showstoppers. And literally, for just the vessel and the wax inside, I think that they're worth the price. Now, obviously, they're not worth the price if they don't burn well. So, but just in general, if you just looked at this, you would not be opposed to paying 20 bucks for this candle. That would be like nothing. So the next one in this duo is the crisp apple cider. I'm still working with a makeshift tripod. I really need to just go ahead and get another one, but that's another story for another video. The notes on this one are tart, Granny Smith apple, juicy gala apple, spiced bourbon, clove, and nutmeg. This one is really nice. I'm getting the Granny Smith apple really strongly. I love gala apples, so I'm assuming this will probably sweeten up, but with the Granny Smith and the bourbon and the clove and the nutmeg, those spices, it is so fall. And I like that it's not like super sweet. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon in this too. But this one is nice. It smells like really authentic, legit apple cider. So that is that one. And then finally, the last duo I picked up is this one here. This is Cranberry Pumpkin Cake. So this one came in a group of 2. As most of you, I'm sure, know, this year he did a lot of getting 2 scents instead of pairing 2 scents together. Some people like that, some people don't. I can get how that could be an issue with new scents, because if you don't like it, then you have 2 of them. So, I mean, I get it, but it is what it is. Everyone spoke so highly of this and how it was like a bakery lover's dream. And so I love bakery, and that's why I decided to get it. Let me just get the dust cover off of there. So first of all, this label is stunning. I like want a piece of that cake because it is so beautiful. And then the scent notes on this one are cranberry, pumpkin, nutmeg, and ginger. So the first thing I noticed when I got this is that it's not very strong on cold. And it's not, the strongest note in this to me is the cranberry. That's what I get right off the bat when I'm just smelling it right out of the jar. You do get those spices, but there is such a nuttiness to this. I know there's not nuts in the scent description, but like there's nuts on top of the cake, and I'm getting like a nutty note. It smells good, but a lot of reviewers I watch literally like smelled this and just like died almost. Like it was so dramatic. And when I smell this, like I've smelled bakery scents that just set my, I don't even know. They just really set it off. They smell so good. And this is not one of them. Like when I smelled this, I was so underwhelmed because, like I said, this sold out immediately. I don't even know if he's getting it back. It was like just everyone wanted to have it. Everyone you watched on YouTube was like, this is just such an amazing bakery scent. So anyhow, I could not wait to do this haul. So I went ahead and started melting my other one. It's upstairs. And I will say, it's not my favorite. I'm just going to say it. I will say the scent smells exactly like the scent that you smell on cold. So to me, there really hasn't been any type of change. It smells exactly like what you smell in there. But I first of all think it's weird to call it cranberry pumpkin cake and there's really no cake notes in this. And in all honesty, I really don't even get like that big of a bakery vibe from this. For me, when you say bakery, I'm thinking cake, I'm thinking cookies, I'm thinking pie, I'm thinking about getting some type of bread, dough, batter type of note, and you just don't get that from this. For me, melting it upstairs, I literally am just getting like a nutty cranberry scent. That's truly what I'm getting. Even the spices don't come out that strong. And I was on the Facebook, maybe it was Facebook or was it Instagram? I can't remember. And Harry said he was melting this and it was even starting to, I mean, I don't know how big his house is. I'm sure it's ginormous. But he said it was starting to flow up to his 4th floor. And I'm like, and I was just like, really? This is in my bedroom. And my bedroom is, my master bedroom, I mean, it's big, but it's not like anything crazy. This is not a candle I would want to melt like in my open concept on the main floor. I don't even think it would fill up my main floor. First of all, I had to get about an inch deep wax pool before I could even start smelling it. Which, I mean, to me, that's not that unreasonable. I mean, you need the wax to melt to be able to smell it. You don't always need that to occur. I've had tons of Bath and Body Works candles that I can start smelling right off the bat. But with this one, I did have to get that wax pull before I could even start smelling it. Once I did start smelling it, it was like, I'd say it's like a medium throw. It's really not that strong. If I'm like laying on my bed and I really try to sniff the air, I can smell it. But even like when I walk out of my room and walk back in, like it's not. Now I do melt other wax in my house. But I was melting, is it pumpkin cookies or something from Lasting Scent Candles last night in the kitchen. And that was coming upstairs to my bedroom and overpowering this candle. So, I mean, you know, did I fall for the hype? Yes, I did. I will freely admit that. But would this be one I would purchase again? No. I've actually considered maybe selling the other one on Macari or something. I probably won't. Who are we kidding? Like, I don't have time for that. But but I will say it was very underwhelming. I'm not going to say it's a disappointment because I'm only about halfway through. That's the other thing. It burned really fast. So, I mean, that can be a plus and a minus. It does have 4 wicks now, so you have to understand that the wax is going to melt faster if you're leaving the candle going. But, I'm about halfway through it, and the scent really hasn't changed. It hasn't got stronger or anything. I will say, though, for this candle that the burn has been magnificent. I have not had any problems with the burn. The wicks have mushroom topped. There's been no soot. I clip the mushroom tops off and burn it. It pulls out immediately and it's been a beautiful burn. So that I've been very happy with. But for me personally, the scent just could have been a little bit better. So I'll just put it like that. But that is it for my Homeworx haul. I would venture to say to give Homeworx a chance. They have so many different scents. They have something for everybody, whether you're a food lover, a fresh lover. I would say to read some of the QVC reviews. We always, look to YouTube or our candle groups, which we should. But I would also say to look at the QVC reviews as well. So, because those are just consumers like us as well. I mean, maybe some of them are PR people, but I always think it's healthy just to get as much information as you can before making a purchase. But again, at the end of the day, they're just candles. And to be honest, for what you get, they're not that expensive. So people who tried to lose their minds over the price, I mean, yes, Bath and Body Works, you can catch a sell, but I mean, to me, it's better to have a substantial candle that's going to burn well. But again, you want it to throw too. So that's why I said you have to get your information from all over. Okay, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video and slight discussion on the kind of PR fiasco. If you have any opinions that are helpful, leave them below. And if you would like to, please subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.